Welcome to the realm of astrology. This is your daily horoscope for June 1st, 2021, which is a Tuesday. But before we begin, I want to let you know that I do daily horoscope videos, weekly horoscope videos, monthly horoscope videos, sun and rising sign monthly horoscope videos, and you can watch them all on my channel on YouTube, or you can watch them on my website, which is www.realmofastrology.com. Now, that being said, do hit the subscribe button and let's get into the horoscope for the day. All right, so I mentioned this yesterday, but I'll talk about it since it's happening technically on June 1st, is that the moon has changed signs, all right? And the moon changes signs every 2.5 days. And when it changes signs, the energy in our life shifts. The focus in our life shifts in very subtle ways. And for the past 2.5 days, till about 3 a.m. Pacific time, the moon has been in Aquarius. Okay, and the moon in Aquarius is stressed. And what does that mean? We are stressed when the moon is in Aquarius. We're forced to work hard. We are required to make decisions. And that's because Saturn is in Aquarius. You can see this on the chart as well. And now that energy is over. Now the moon has moved into the sign of Pisces. And Pisces is a sign that the moon likes to be in, because the moon is our emotional body and Pisces is an energy that likes to go with the flow. So the moon, our emotions will feel comfortable. This is an energy where we will go with the flow more, where we will be more easygoing. It's also a good time to take on spirituality, a spiritual practice, some meditation, all those sort of things. And as soon as the moon comes into the sign of Pisces, a little after that actually, maybe an hour or so, at about 4 a.m. Pacific time, it's going to meet up Jupiter. And this is extremely positive because Jupiter is hope, it's optimism, it's gifts. It's the most benefic planet. It's the planet that brings gifts. So when the moon meets Jupiter, emotionally we feel very hopeful, emotionally we feel very positive. It can really, and it also expands wherever it touches Jupiter. And in this case, it's our emotions and it's positive. Okay. However, as much as the moon likes to be in Pisces, it is going to move on and square the North Node and square the Sun. We'll talk about that, but that's also going to happen. But before that, I want to talk about some other things that are happening. So what else do I want to talk about? Mars here is getting ready to oppose Pluto. All right. It's going to happen by the end of the week, I believe, but we are building into that energy and we will start to feel it. And what is that energy? Pluto is transformation, it's death, it's rebirth, it's also healing, regeneration, catharsis. And whenever Pluto touches something, it changes it completely. It transforms it completely. And with Pluto, there is no choice. You have to transform. And what is Mars? Mars is it's our drive, it's our willpower, it's how we take action, it's the go-getting energy that we all have within us. And when these two oppose, it will either transform the way we take action, it'll change maybe our drive in some ways. And this is an extremely intense energy, and we'll need to integrate these two elements as well, these two planets. And we will be transformed in some way because Mars in Cancer is in a weak spot. It does not like Cancer, and Pluto in Capricorn is in a stronger spot. So when they're going to oppose, Pluto is stronger than Mars at the moment. And we will need to transform our willpower. We will need to transform, change our drive. We will need to maybe birth the will to take action, but something connected to how we take action, our drive, our willpower, our courage will be transformed, changed, or even healed. Because Pluto is healing as well. It's regeneration as well. So maybe we haven't been able to take some action. I'm just giving an example. Maybe we feel like, oh, I can't do this. I don't have the drive to do it. I don't have the willpower to do it. And now Pluto may oppose it, and you may find that drive within yourself. You may find that resolve to do something that you've been wanting to do but not able to do. So we're building into that energy. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about is that Mars is going to move on. Okay, it's going to move on. Let me move the chart up. Yeah, it's going to move on at about 2 p.m. today. It is going to start, it's already started, but it's going to start semi-sextiling Mercury retrograde. Okay, and this energy, Mercury is in retrograde, which means we are reviewing things from the past. We may be confused about certain things. Communication may be slow, gadgets may be malfunctioning, because that's what Mercury retrograde does. But more importantly, it's a review period of what we've been through when Mercury was direct. And Mars semi-sextiling it, something positive connected to the past may happen. You may realize something positive connected to the past at this point. And now I want to move on, and I want to move back to the moon, because the moon will square the north node. So let me move up the chart to when that happens. Yeah, you can see the moon and the north node are in a 90-degree angle, and soon after this it's also going to make a 90-degree angle with the sun. So you can say it's squaring both the planets, and the energies, we are feeling this energy. Now, the moon and the sun square at this point is known as the last quarter square of the moon. This is the point where we begin to release things. For the next 1 week till June 10th, till the new moon solar eclipse in Gemini, we will be releasing things. And what are we releasing? We are releasing things that began for us on May 11th. Because there was a new moon then, and it was a new beginning for all of us, yes, in different areas of our life. So at this point, we are assessing what we can take with us and what we can leave behind. It's a letting go process. It's a subconscious process. It's a subtle process, but that's happening. And it doesn't always feel very comfortable because they're in a square. And at the same time, moon squaring the north node may mean we need to adjust something so that we can start feeling good about our goals. Yes, we're already feeling good, but with the moon, these emotional ups and downs are temporary, are short-lived. So at this moment here at about 9 p.m., we may need to adjust something that'll make us feel more positive about our goals. And as well as the letting go process till June 10th, or what needs to come with us to the next lunar month begins now. And soon after this, the moon will move on, and it will sextile Uranus. Okay, and this can be a sudden, unexpected moment of positivity that happens at actually technically June 2nd, but I'm just going to mention it in today's chart. And this is also in a positive aspect to Chiron. This means that whatever positive emotion we are feeling, whatever we are feeling good about, which comes unexpectedly, which comes out of the blue for us, there's a healing element to it. It may heal our identity in some way. And let me also mention that with the moon, things are day to day. As you know, the moon moves really fast. It's moved so much in one day. So it's what is referred to, the moods of the day. You're feeling good one moment, you're a little stressed the next moment, and then you resolve that issue that's stressing you, and then you become happy. It's like that. That's why the energy shifts so much, and you can have the most stressful morning and a very positive evening, because that's how the moon works. I just thought I'd mention that. And I also want to mention that Venus is finishing up in Gemini. It's going to move into the sign of Cancer tomorrow, June 2nd. And before that, this energy of the last quarter phase of the moon, the sun and moon squaring will stay with us till tomorrow. But yes, let's talk about Venus. Venus is going to change signs. And this is a big deal because Venus likes to be in Cancer, and it's also a big deal because when Venus changes signs in your personal chart, Venus will change houses, meaning it will enrich another area of your life. So we'll talk about it more tomorrow, but that's happening. And today I would say is a positive day, except for the little bit of adjustments we may need to make. Definitely the morning starts off extremely, extremely positive. And the Pluto-Mars opposition is building, and be mindful of that energy. And this can be a lot of energy because Mars is also anger, it's frustration. So just be mindful of that. If you begin to feel that way, just know it's the energy, and it will build till the end of the week, I believe till June 6th. I'm not certain, but I think it's June 6th, if I remember correctly. And now I will pick a card. Actually, I'm going to do it different today. I'm going to give you a brief background on what's been happening in the astrology for the past year or so, and then I'm going to pick a card for the day. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the Saturn-Uranus square. These two planets have been in a square since the beginning of the year, and they are going to be in this energy all year and even next year. And what is this energy? This energy is about getting rid of old structures, old things, old thought patterns, old anything, and embracing the new. It's also about finding out who you are on the inside, your authentic self, and embracing that. And since these planets are in a square, this process may not feel very easy. And this energy we are feeling after 21 years. So it's a rare event. The next thing I want to mention is that Jupiter and Saturn met up in December of 2020 at 0 degrees of Aquarius around here. And when they meet up, they begin a new cycle, and they meet up once in 20 years. So they ended a cycle of 20 years and began a new one that will stay with us till 2040. And we will spend the next 2 years laying the foundation for the next 20 years. Now, the next thing is extremely important. It's the Pluto-Saturn conjunction. They met up at 22 degrees of Capricorn around here, and these planets meet even more rarely. 33 to 38 years it takes for them to meet. And they met up in Jan of 2020. And why is that relevant? It's relevant because when they meet up in Capricorn, as they did in Jan of 2020, they change our material reality completely. Now, this change would have happened in different areas of your life depending on your chart, but something changed in a major way in Jan of 2020 in our lives. So that's important, and we will stay in this new cycle till 2053, till these two planets meet up again in the sign of Pisces. So it's a long time to go. We are going to be with this energy. Now, the last thing I want to mention are the nodes, okay? The North Node is here in Gemini, and the South Node is in Sagittarius. They were in the same placement between 2001 and 2003. So whatever themes, events, people, situations came into your life back then, you might be building those, resolving those, or closing those out, because the nodes are karmic, and they're going to be in this position for some more time. And they have been here since May 5th, 2020, if I remember correctly. Yeah, and that's all the background that I want to give. And I give you this background because so that you can put astrology into context, so that you can understand where we are at. Now I'm going to pick a card, so let me get prepared for that. Says mending. Now this card is about healing. We are healing something, and you can see the chart on you can see the card on the screen. You can see how it's connecting to people, and it's next to one of their hearts. So we are healing something close to our hearts, and our angels are helping us because these women are angels. We are in the healing process, and like I said, it makes sense because we have Pluto opposing Mars, and like I said, Pluto is also healing. It is regeneration, it is catharsis. So we may be healing something connected to our courage, something connected to how we take action, something connected to our drive, something connected to our discipline, or transforming it or regenerating it. But the message says that we are healing something, and I believe that is true. So it's pretty straightforward for today. Today is a day where we will begin the healing process, and that's the energy. So thank you so much for watching this video. Do hit the subscribe button and share it with anyone who likes to watch daily horoscopes. Hit the share button, send it to them. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.